Hey guys, Wrestling Rambles 89 back again with another reaction video. Today I'll be reacting to Stone Cold and Rip Rogers talking about the intensity of Macho Man Randy Savage. Now of course, Macho Man, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, one of the most entertaining, but also very well known and some would argue an equal stance, that the intensity, the classic, everyone having an impression of him is just as well known, so I'm curious to hear what they have to say, so without wasting any more time, let's get started.
You know.
But weren't you living with Randy Savage at the time when you got into this bodybuilding phase and you guys were kind of competing with each other?
Oh, fuck. You know, Randy, that's some bitch, whether you're playing fucking Tonk, fucking euchre, wanting to run a fucking race, that motherfucker wanted to compete with everything. Bench press, curls, no matter what it was. Then you beat me, and I was too stupid to put him over. Hell, I'd go out and beat the son of a bitch, and he'd get mad. So I was just stupid of knowing how to work somebody and put somebody, oh shit, Randy, you're the better man, you know what I mean? No, I'd go out and run him in the 40, and then I'd run backwards the last couple of yards, and he'd get mad and tackle me, you know? Threaten me, spit on me, you name it.
Hey, you mentioned how close you were with the Poffo family. Angelo, Lanny, and Randy really helped you out. You guys, man, it seemed to me like you guys had a great friendship. I never really got a chance to get to know Randy. He was always in one place, and I was in a different place, except one time they came down there to WCW down in Orlando. We did a 4-minute match. I did the favors for him. Yep. Didn't talk about anything, nothing special. And then I went my way, he went his way. When I watched back, after he got out of business, his promos, I mean, he's basically the Randy Savage that I saw on TV. Well, dialed down a little bit, but very, very serious, very intense.
Yeah.
What was the guy like back then? Was he always the Macho Man, Randy Savage instead of Randy Poffo? You just see, he's probably the most intense guy that I've ever seen on video.
Definitely up there.
The only time I ever saw him out of character, he had a little dog and it died. And then he got a new dog, Backup Dog, and that was the name, Backup. But he cried for the dog. But he was always in character. He was always Macho Man Randy Savage. I'd never seen anything like it, you know what I mean?
Truly living the gimmick.
Just goofy myself, and then I go into Rip Rogers' character when I get around the boys, or we start making a trip, or, you know what I mean, around office or something like that. But he was always that way. He just learned well, hell, you got to remember, he was a wrestler's son, right? He was like a genius in this shit. And hell, my dad worked at the post office, and I'm getting in the wrestling business, wasn't trained, and didn't even know how much it was real, or if it was real or not. So
pretty common.
The second generation wrestlers, they just have such a tremendous advantage of learning.
Excuse me.
And then the veterans are always helping some wrestler's kid because they like them, or it's like tradition of helping them and stuff. Whereas if you was a nobody like me, you know, it was tough. Like you had Chris Adams train you, right? Now he's a great trainer, shooter, etc. And I'm not even smart to the business and not trained, right? So look at the advantage you had, and here was goofball me. And then I'm actually training people, right? That's a hell of a rib.
Well, that was pretty interesting. I'm disappointed it was mostly Rip Rogers instead of Stone Cold. No disrespect to Rip, he's an absolute legend too, of course. But I was hoping to hear more of Austin, but still, it's always interesting, always good, always fun to hear more stories about Randy Savage, one of the most unique guys you could ever hope to meet in a business full of unique guys. Always living the gimmick. Intensity, well, you can see it in promos, but as they both said here, and as I've heard many a time, that's not just that's not just for show. Macho Man is just, or wasn't just an intense person in general, it seems, just dialed down slightly from his exaggerated persona for wrestling. But yeah, that was interesting enough, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. I upload new videos every single day. This is Wrestling Rambles 89, signing off.